into why the Marines over?
I wanted to kill everything.
Ow! This is Military Life Before and After episode 19. It's been a while. I thought you guys probably thought we wouldn't be back.
Yep.
Me and Chris are back. We got Big Al here.
Stickerfire, hoorah!
Oh man, fucking Marines, man. All right, so we got Navy, Coast Guard, Marines, and I thought this would be a good video to kind of talk about like Navy versus Coast Guard versus Marines, like why we joined the branch we did compared to the other ones. So I guess for me, the reason I joined the Navy, I actually went to the Air Force originally. I went to the Air Force recruiter's office. You too? And the dude was like, gave me this huge packet. And he was like, go fill it out, come back. And I was like, what the fuck? This is like 50 pages deep. I'm not gonna, So I went next door to the Navy recruiting office. And they were like, they got my ASVAB done that day. They told me all about the jobs, like scheduled me to go to MEPS, like that. So I was like, dang, like, screw the chair force.
Yeah.
Like I'm not about to wait a year. I'm not, they were not helpful, man. Yeah. But you can understand, I guess they have so many people that they kind of like, another.
Yeah, like every branch has like a requirement. They got to get so many a year. Yeah. And Air Force is one of those branches that they meet the requirement easily because people usually go in to sign up.
Right. And like I felt like with the Navy, like I didn't want to join the Army because, or Army or Marines because I didn't really want to get the possibility to be deployed like in country, to be like a grunt per se, but I wanted to still experience the military and do something cool, so that's why I chose aviation, flight deck. I definitely wanted to work on the flight deck because I thought that was like the coolest kind of thing you can do being in the Navy, other than like rescue swimmers, spec ops, whatever. But why'd you join the Coast Guard other than any? So
I went into Air Force recruiter and kind of the same experience. Like the guy was kind of a jerk. Yeah. And just our first meeting, it kind of put me off, and I was like, screw this guy. Like I was over it, but it's
hard to get in the Coast Guard, right? I feel like now.
It is now, especially now, because how things are. But like, so my dad and my brother are both in the Navy. No offense, that's why.
Oh yeah,
I didn't want to go the Navy route.
I can imagine.
And same thing with the Army and Marines. I just worried about
you didn't want
combat.
Combat, yeah.
I don't want to have to.
Although, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of non-combat roles, right?
Yes,
in the Marines.
Yeah.
But when you think of like as an 18, 19-year-old kid, you're thinking like Army, Marines. You're obviously straight gonna think, you
think Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, whatever. So,
and so I was talking to my neighbor who actually was in the Air Force himself, retired, and he's like, you know what? There's a Coast Guard recruiting station nearby. And the funny thing is, those are few and far between. Like I've talked to guys in the Coast Guard that had to go out of state to go to the closest recruiting station. I got lucky in that sense, and I went in, and this was right around like 2008, 2009 when the economy kind of crashed.
So you're getting a big influx.
I joined right at the right time because I got all my stuff in, and then everyone started flooding. After that.
Yeah, because I joined in 2010.
Yeah. And my recruiter was even like, he's like, man, these guys aren't getting in, like after I already signed my stuff.
Right.
Like, so that's kind of how it worked out with me.
What about how'd you get into why the Marines over?
I wanted to kill everything. Alright, seriously, I joined the Marines.
This is not scripted. I did not expect that
shit.
But like Marine, that's the shit you're gonna get, right? You're gonna get kind of. I mean, you're gonna get like a lot of those personalities.
Yeah, alphas everywhere.
Alpha males.
Get out my box. Get out my box. Get out my box. Get out my box.
With his alpha voice, our chimp has become king of his jungle box.
Get out of my box.
My dad was in. My dad was in. My stepdad was in. My uncles were in.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like more for you, like a
legacy,
And I saw that. Right. Follow the footsteps. I saw that cool ass uniform every day of my life, just hanging out.
And you did it, man.
And I did. I wanted that cool ass uniform out. I knew I was going to war. It was a possibility.
So you didn't even entertain the other branches?
Nah, I knew Marines.
You were like, did you like the physical challenge, the physical mental aspect?
The physical boot camp.
13
weeks of hell. Yeah, I love that.
That was one of the. If I would have joined the Marines, that was probably one of the reasons why I would have, because I myself like the physical challenge, right? Like being like wrestling in high school and playing sports all the time. I like you know, like challenging myself in the physical and like getting in shape. And I was like, dang, I come out and look at Big Al he's still Jack Diesel over here, man.
Call him Big Al for a reason.
So that's, you know, I guess the Marines instilled that, right? Because I needed Navy. I don't need to gym, bro. Fuck, man.
And Marines boot camp is the longest, right?
13 weeks.
13 weeks.
You got it the longest, man. Mine was 8.
It's fucking rough.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, there's no TV, no newspapers, no anything. You just write letters. You know,
right.
I didn't know it was my birthday until I got a letter. Oh, happy birthday.
Nice. Yeah, you get locked in boot camp, man. Once you get a couple weeks in, you just get like the days bleed. It's just like deployment. The days bleed one after another after another. And you're like, what the fuck?
You almost don't want to know the date.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like you're like, oh, it's only been 10 days. It feels like 50 fucking already, man.
Yeah, so.
Shit, dude.
That was it, man.
But did you work a lot with Navy? Because Marines,
as corpsmen.
Corpsmen?
Navy corpsmen.
Oh, that's
we work with all the time in the field, and once we deployed, you know, of course, being out there, corpsmen right there with us. Corpsmen fucking badass. I love corpsmen.
My brother's corpsman.
Yeah.
So if there was like, if somebody wanted to join, if they were looking at different branches, you know, I guess what would be like a negative of joining the, you know, Marines, or why would you tell somebody?
I would just tell them the truth. I would tell them, if you join the Marines, you're going to war.
Yeah,
we're probably be in war forever now.
Yeah.
Right,
you know, and you're going to deploy.
Because that's what you're trained for originally, right?
Yeah. Even if you don't have you can be a cook. I mean, I was in supply. I wasn't a grunt.
Right, but you
when you deploy, you're on seriously, you're out there.
Everyone's got to be ready.
Everybody has to be ready. Everybody's basically a trained marksman.
Shit, yeah, that's
in the Marine Corps. So I would tell them, you know what? Don't join the Marine Corps if you don't want to.
Your heart has to definitely be in it, man. For the Marines, I feel like you have to be 100%. Committed.
You know what you're doing. You can be a chaplain. You can be a badass chaplain.
Badass chaplain,
son. Or you're going to be praying over somebody in the battlefield somewhere.
They come
for real.
Oh, shit.
Right? So I tell them, what do you want to do? If you want to be like really smart and heady, go Air Force.
Right.
Navy, you know what I mean? You're not too physical.
Navy,
I think their boot camp is like 6 weeks, whatever. Do that.
Air Force boot camp? Probably like 3 weeks.
I think all the hot girls join the Air Force, right?
Right.
That's where all the...
That's what
although the Coast Guard, you don't have that many... Did you see a lot of chicks in the Coast Guard?
No, I mean, there's obviously a lot more guys than girls.
Oh, yeah.
Our ship, we had about 200 people. I'd say about 30 were women.
I mean, on the carrier, I was on 2 different carriers. There was a decent amount of...
Yeah.
But, you know, like...
With carriers, you got more
aircraft carriers in deployment will take, like, a 5, like a girl that's a 5, and make her a 10.
Really?
After a couple of weeks into deployment. Well, you know, you don't... Like, you get those boat goggles going on, man.
Yeah, that's true.
The boat goggles, man. You're like, oh, they got 2 legs? It's fair games. Also, a little side note, we might be relaunching another sticker fire campaign for you guys to buy stickers like you did last time, but something different. I was thinking more maybe like an anchor or something, but definitely let us know if that would be something you'd be interested in. And
yeah, we have so on March 25th is the WonderCon in Los Angeles. Pretty much like a Comic-Con, but it's geared more towards independent comic artists. So Sticker Fire is actually going out there with a bunch of our stuff, and we're going to be promoting Sticker Fire.
Making big moves? That's good.
So please make campaigns before then, because we're going to get it out to like a wider audience. So if your campaign's up before March 25th,
I'll leave the link to his... Again, that's his startup company. It's his own baby. Him and his... you're both veterans, right?
Yep.
Your other friend?
Yep.
Both,
Coasties, and Justin had his campaign. It was successful, and now we're going to do another one before WonderCon.
Yeah, I'll leave the link for that stuff below. And definitely let us know if you want to see... If you guys really like these types of videos, I will go out of my way. My time is very minimal, but I'll try to make an effort to, you know, get this going again, the series, and definitely let us know.
Yeah. Now we got a Marine perspective.
Yeah, we got Al, man. Yeah. I'm sure you guys like Big Al, but we'll see you guys next time. All right, have a good one.
Peace out.